Basic Panel Part 1 tutorial, I showed you how to set your whites, blacks, shadows, and highlights. And something else you can do is you can set exposure. If for some reason the image is not bright enough or dark enough to suit your taste, you can drag the exposure slider to the right or the left. You can also add contrast by dragging this slider to the right or to the left. In this case, I like the contrast just the way it is. And one thing I'm going to do is adjust the presence. Now, presence, we have clarity, dehaze, vibrance, and saturation. The image is fairly sharp and it was taken on a clear day, so I don't need to use the dehaze filter. What I am going to do is I'm going to adjust clarity, vibrance, and saturation. Clarity determines how sharp the pixels around the midtone lines are. And you can make a lens baby image pop just a little bit more by increasing clarity. So I'm just going to drag this to the right until what I see is what I like. And see, if I go too far, the image gets a little bit too crisp. So I generally stop. Depends on the image, but the maximum I will do on a lens baby is about 42. Now, vibrance will make the colors more vibrant. And if I drag the vibrant slider to the right, and again, I go about a maximum of 15. And then if I take saturation to the right, there's a couple of ways I can work with the sliders in Lightroom. I can click and drag the slider. I can move my cursor over the value until you see this hand. That's called a scrubby slider. And just drag right to increase that value. And again, I'm going to stop about 15. Now, just to give you an example of how far we've come with this image, here's the before and here's the after. The image has got some pop, some pizzazz to it. Maybe just a little bit too much saturation because the yellows are looking a little bit too strong. So I'm just going to stop at about 5. And there you have it, adding presence to an image in Lightroom.